Each state in America has its own nickname, or nicknames, that reflect its cultural, geographical, or historical characteristics. After perusing some of the most well-known nicknames of each state, we've come up with a list of our favourite choices. Will your state, or your favourite state, make it to our list?
We happened upon this really quirky map which shows the states' nicknames as hogs. This nickname map was printed as a promotional item by the livestock supply company H.W. Hill & Company in 1884. It is a strange and often derogatory representation of the variety of American state nicknames in the late 19th century. Some of these nicknames are more official than others. Apparently, you could get a copy of this map mailed to you for 5 1-cent stamps.
The name of the hog that grabs your attention first is the one named Sucker. We have it on good authority that the state in question is Illinois, where both our husbands originate from. There are a few theories about the origin of this interesting nickname, but for the sake of political correctness, we're not going to go into those.
They're all dying to know what it is.
I know, they'll all be Googling like crazy now.
Well, you can Google it.
Yes, then we're not to blame.
No. Our favourite nickname for the state of Illinois is the Land of Lincoln. Illinois is the state where Abraham Lincoln started his political career. This name appears on the Welcome to Illinois signs along interstate highways and on license plates. A name to be proud of.
You may have also noticed the state to the west of Illinois, Missouri, which is referred to as the Puke State. Oh dear. We much prefer another of Missouri's nicknames, the Show Me State.
How cool is that?
Very cool.
Show Me State.
Yeah. It's got a bit of oomph to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, very unusual.
Better than puke.
Yeah.
This name appears on its license plates. The phrase has several origins. This one comes from a speech by Congressman Willard Vandiver in 1899, who declared, "I come from a state that raises corn and cotton, cockleburs and Democrats, and frothy elegance neither convinces nor satisfies me. I'm from Missouri, and you have got to show me."
This is in keeping with the saying,
"I'm from Missouri,"
which means,
"I'm skeptical of the matter and not easily convinced."
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
That shows attitude.
It does,
Yeah.
yes.
Good on you, Missouri. If you cast your eye toward the top right of the map, you will see the delightfully named Knickerbocker State for the state of New York. This was derived from the pants worn by early Dutch settlers.
We also love the current nickname for New York State, the Empire State.
Well, you can't get more epic than that.
No, Empire State of Mind.
It was adopted in the 1800s and has been incorporated into the names of several state buildings and events. However, the source of the nickname is unknown.
We can't find any reference to New Mexico being named Greaser. It appears to be a reference to greasy cooked food.
Let's hope it's not pork. That would make that hog a cannibal.
That would make it very dark, wouldn't it?
Very dark, even darker than it is already, which is pretty dark.
The reason we've chosen to look at New Mexico is the fact that it has the most wonderful nickname.
New Mexico is referred to as the Land of Enchantment.
Magical.
It describes New Mexico's scenic beauty and rich history.
This legend was placed on New Mexico's license plates in 1941. This nickname became the official state nickname of New Mexico on April the 8th, 1999.
Other state nicknames we're particularly fond of are
Delaware, the first state. You can't get much better than being number one.
Alaska, the last frontier. Epic. It sounds a bit like Star Trek, the final frontier. This is the voyage of the Starship Enterprise. Alaska was admitted as the 49th state to the Union and is thought of as America's last frontier because of its distance from the lower 48 states and because of its rugged landscape and climate.
Wyoming, the equality state. This name originated because Wyoming was the first state to give women the right to vote, and we very much approve of that.
Indeed. Florida, the Sunshine State. Who doesn't love glorious sunshine? But, having said that, Arizona is sunnier than Florida.
We think the strangest and most intriguing nickname is
North Carolina, Tar Heel State. Tar Heel.
Tar Heel.
Tar Heel. Is it like you've stuck your heels in some tar?
Yeah, that's what it makes you think of, isn't it?
But we are going to tell you why it's so named. Lucy.
So I have to remind myself. To call someone a Tar Heel was to imply that they worked in a lowly trade. During the Civil War, North Carolina soldiers flipped the meaning of the phrase and changed it to mean something positive. They called themselves Tar Heel as an expression of state pride.
I think that's great to make a negative into a positive like that and to embrace it.
I think so.
So that deservedly gets a mention on our list.
I think so. Honorary mention for North Carolina.
So, which state did we miss out that's your favourite? Please let us know in the comment section below.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give us a like, maybe share with a friend, and follow us on Newsbreak.